Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Monday, October 4th, 2010. Hope y'all are doing great. Hope y'all had a great weekend. And I'm just going to jump right into the update. I do have open my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart for the cable. And the first thing we always want to do is take a look at our overall trend. So we're going to do that by going to our 4-hour chart. And I'm going to move it back to before midnight so you can see what my chart looked like before I started the trading day. Now, you can see that over the past couple of weeks or so, the market has kind of just been moving back and forth, and we've had many trend change candles along the way. Now, our most recent trend change candle was not too long ago, and it was for an uptrend. And since then, we haven't had any new trend change candles. Therefore, at the start of our day, our trend was up. Now, if I move through today's action, you can see no new trend change candles formed during our trading session. Therefore, our trend remained up the entire day, and we only looked for long trades. All right. So now that we know our trend, which is an uptrend for now at least, we can go to our 15-minute chart, and I'm going to move it back to before midnight so you can see what it looks like. But before we start our day, we do want to take a look at our news events for the day. So you're going to go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab, and it's going to automatically bring up the news events for the day. Today is October 4th, and make sure this is set to your correct time zone. You do want to have the correct times because that is really what's important here. So we're going to look at news that affects either the UK or the US because that's the cable, or that's the pair that we're trading. So under this currency column, we'll look for anything that says GBP or USD, and we only really want to take a look at news that will make an impact on the market. So under impact, we want to make sure it has at least 2 or 3 dots. Anything with just 1 dot, we're not going to regard as an important news event, and we're just going to pass over it. So if I go down this currency column, you can see we had at 4:30 speaker, U.S. speaker, given something there. It's only 1 dot of impact, so again, not paying attention to it. However, at the same time at 4:30, for the UK, we had the CIPS construction PMI, and this did have 2 dots of impact. So we did want to write this down. This is at 4:30 a.m. All right. Now, if I continue to scroll down, at 10 a.m. for the U.S., we had pending home sales, and this has 2 dots of impact as well, so we're going to jot that down. We also had factory orders, but not that big of an impact there. So again, a recap, the only important things to write down was at 4:30 and at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, so you're just going to jot that down, or you could set some kind of alarm to let you know when those times are, because you don't want to be in the market when the news events come out. All right, so now we have that handy. We know we're only looking for long trades. We're ready to begin our day. And I know I'm looking for long trades. So really that's all the information I need at this point. And so now I'm going to move my chart forward 1 candle at a time and give you my thought process along the way. And remember, the goal here is to get you to start thinking the way that I think when it comes to trading the system, so that you know you're trading it correctly. Now if you look right here, we do have a crossover. This is actually this opened at 11:45 p.m. So just because of that sheer fact, even though it closes right at midnight, which is when we start trading, because the signal starts before midnight, this is not going to count as a signal, even if it was. So just a quick note there. So even though there's a crossover at 11:45 and it closes at midnight, no trade. The signal has to start or open at midnight. All right, so here we go. We're moving forward, and we're looking for long trades. So I do want to look for a crossover to the upside with the moving averages. And as I continue to move forward, there's the news candle 4:30 right there. Still nothing. Finally, we get a crossover at 6. RSI's above 50. Stochastics are trending up. Now, MACD was already positive from the previous candle right here. So that cancels out the signal, and we would not enter here. All right, so no entry here. And unfortunately for us, this does happen to go up. But again, because it did not meet our criteria, we did not enter. And don't let that get you down too much. That just happens sometimes, and it's all part of trading. So there will be times when we stay out because of the rules, and it'll actually save us a lot of pips. So don't try to adjust anything just because this one happened to work out and we stayed out of it. So it did not meet our criteria again, so do not enter and stick to the rules there. All right? Because I know the tendency is to, when you miss a trade, you're like, oh, if only I did this, or if only I changed that up. And then you begin to change your rules, and then pretty much you don't even know what your rules are because you keep changing everything. So just a little advice there, because I definitely know how it can feel at that point. All right, so we're still looking for long trades, but the market is trending up at this point. You can see moving averages are trending up, so not much going on there. All right, here's the 10 o'clock candle. Didn't make much of an impact on the market. So here we get a crossover. RSI's above 50, stochastics are trending up. MACD was negative and gaining value. So this is a valid signal. However, it does close at 11:45 p.m. Excuse me, a.m. Wow, a.m. And if you all know, we don't really hold trades too often past the 12 noon mark Eastern time, because that's really when market volume begins to die down. So because it was so close to noon, I did not enter this trade. Because if I did enter, I would most likely be getting out 15 minutes later, which really isn't even worth a trade. So again, I did not enter because it was so close to noon, and that pretty much ended my day. So no trades today. I had two close signals there, but nothing to make us really excited or jump into the market. But we still have the whole week ahead of us, so that's good. And we're really just, remember, at this time, with the market ranging, we looked at our we looked at our 4-hour chart, and we saw how range bound the market has been. So during this time, no trade is okay. It's okay with us, rather than losing pips at this point. All right, so that's it for today's update. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. But that's it, and I hope you all have a great day. See you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.